The Young and the Restless spoilers. Recap Fridays, full the 17th of July, 2026. Oh my God, welcome back to the channel. You guys, today is literally Tuesday, a beautiful day to absolutely lose our minds over the latest Genoa City drama. Grab your emotional support iced lattes because we are diving straight into the madness. I cannot even form a proper sentence right now, but we are doing this. Stop what you are doing. I am literally shaking. You guys, I am deceased. Send help. My soul has actually left my body and is currently floating somewhere above the Genoa City Athletic Club. We need to talk about this now because I am genuinely hyperventilating. I was mid-skincare applying this charcoal mask, and when I saw what just happened on screen, I literally shrieked and smeared gray goop all over my white rug. I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of this episode. Bestie, be for real right now, because the level of toxicity we just witnessed is astronomical. It's giving major I cannot even energy, and my brain is visibly buffering. We are not just watching this show, we are invested, and I am personally, deeply, spiritually offended by what Nikki Newman just did. I am clutching my chest because I am too unwell to handle the gravity of these life-ruining choices. Wait, backtrack for a second, I missed a step. Okay, so basically, Nikki goes to Jack Abbott, the man who has literally been put through the absolute ringer lately with Diane being held hostage and Patty Williams being a total menace. Nikki actually apologizes to Jack for Victor's unhinged behavior, specifically Victor bringing Patty to town to completely destroy Jack and Diane's lives. And Jack, bless his heart, straight up begs Nikki, like, please do not make me the middleman for your toxic reunion with Victor. But does she listen? No. And does Jack actually stay out of it? No. He basically facilitates it anyway, which is honestly so unhinged. Like, did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on, but seriously, Jack claims to care about Nikki, but he just lets her walk right back into the lion's den. I am screaming into my pillow. Oh my God. And then the actual reunion, I am glitching. Okay, back to the main event. Victor and Nikki, the mustache and the matriarch. Victor literally gives Nikki another chance. I'm sorry, what? He gives her another chance? After he has been the most diabolical, manipulative villain on the planet? And Nikki, my girl, my queen, what are you doing? She just agrees to give him another chance too, completely ignoring his recent reign of terror. She sweeps all his recent evil deeds right under the custom Persian rug. And the most insane part? Victor actually forgives her for taking so long to come back to him. I threw my phone across the room, literally yeeted it into the drywall. He is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done. They are back together, and we are supposed to celebrate? Hooray! The toxic king and queen have reunited. And don't even get me started on the vibes, because we, the viewers, know the actual terrifying truth. Nikki is suffering from these blinding, terrifying headaches, right? She thinks she is literally dying. And Victor, her newly reconciled, forgiving husband, is secretly using her medical terror to manipulate her into signing away her Newman Enterprises shares. He is liquidating her assets while playing the doting husband. So she is sitting there forgiving him, thinking they are having this beautiful romantic renaissance, and he is straight up robbing her blind while she is heavily sedated. I am literally hyperventilating. This is a high-octane psychological masterpiece of cinematic mayhem, and the stakes are astronomical. How is she going to survive this? When she finds out the villain arc is about to go nuclear, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because this is going to end in absolute tragedy. Wait, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but did anyone else notice the lighting in that scene at the Newman Ranch? It was giving very much gothic horror movie, and honestly, the aesthetic was kind of a sleigh, but also deeply unsettling. There was this weird background noise too, like a ticking clock, or maybe it was just my own heart palpitating because I was so stressed out. Anyway, back to the tea, because my ADHD is acting up and we have bigger fish to fry. Where was I? Oh, right. The absolute circus that is Victor Newman's priority list. Because Victor and Nikki deciding that the past should be left in the past is genuinely the most hilarious joke of the century when you look at what else Victor is doing. Let's pivot to Matt Clark. Yes, Matt Clark, the man who has tried to murder half of Genoa City. Matt is literally roaming free. Victor has decided that his petty, obsessive revenge plot against Kane Ashby is somehow more important than the safety of his own family. So Victor is letting Matt, a literal psychopath who is faking amnesia, just walk around town doing whatever he wants as long as he doesn't cross Victor. Bestie, make it make sense. Victor is prioritizing his beef with Kane over the safety of Nick, Sharon, Adam, and Sienna, which brings me to the next catastrophic mess. Because Matt is free, he is now turning his creepy, calculating attention to Noah and Sienna. Yes, Noah Newman, Victor's own grandson. Matt is just casually plotting a day full of teasing and torment for Noah and Sienna. I am straight up losing my mind. Matt has previously tried to kill Nick, Sharon, Adam, and Sienna, and now he is just allowed to terrorize Noah at the grand opening of the Shadow Room. Noah is just trying to live his best club owner life, and he has this absolute menace breathing down his neck. And Sienna, who is honestly a whole other level of extreme and unhinged, is right in the crosshairs. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a Jabbo-branded butter knife. And let's just pause and talk about Sienna for a second, because I feel like we are not spiraling enough about her. Sienna is violently loyal. She is the one who attacked Phyllis and supplied Nick with drugs. So Matt deciding to poke the bear that is Sienna is basically him asking for a death wish. It's like watching two supervillains sizing each other up in the middle of a crowded room. I genuinely cannot predict who is going to snap first, but I am here for the chaos. I am literally clutching my pearls. If Matt thinks he can just tease Sienna and Noah without facing some severe, unhinged retaliation, he is playing a very dangerous game. I am calling it right now. Someone is going over a cliff or getting locked in a storage unit by the end of the month. Okay, wait, my brain is buffering again. Deep breath. Okay, let's shift gears because we need to talk about the Chancellor Winters drama, which is genuinely breaking my heart. So Abby goes to Jack because apparently Jack is the town therapist now, despite his own life falling apart, and she tells him that Devon is going through a massive dark period. And honestly, valid. Devon has been through the absolute ringer. We are talking about the severe trauma of Mariah kidnapping baby Dominic during her psychological break, which is a level of emotional damage I cannot even fathom. Plus, Lily has completely taken over the reins at Chancellor, leaving Devon feeling completely unmoored and lost. So Lily and Nate, being the good family members they are, realize that Devon is spiraling. Lily has seen it firsthand in the boardroom, and Nate is picking up on the vibes. They decide they need to confront him. They sit him down, and it's this incredibly heavy emotional intervention. They are genuinely worried about his mental health and his overall well being. They want to help him carry this heavy burden. You guys, I was tearing up. I literally had to dab my eyes with my beauty blender because my mascara was it was such a raw human moment of a family trying to pull someone back from the brink. But what does Devon do? What does this stubborn, rigid, deeply traumatized man do? He completely rejects them. He straight up tells Lily and Nate that he does not need their concern. He refuses to accept their help, and he makes it abundantly clear that he has absolutely zero intention of changing his ways or opening up. I was screaming at the TV, Devon, let them love you. But no, he is building a fortress around his heart. He is pushing away the only people who are trying to throw him a life preserver while he is drowning in his own unresolved trauma and anger. It is so frustrating, but also so incredibly sad. It basically means that this whole intervention is completely useless. Everything Lily and Nate tried to do is going to be in vain because Devon is just going to keep isolating. And you know what happens when characters isolate themselves in Genoa City? They make terrible, destructive choices. I'm so scared for him, but I'm also so mad at him. Like, bestie, be for real right now. You cannot carry the weight of the Dominic kidnapping trauma and the corporate takeover all by yourself. You are going to snap. It is a complete emotional train wreck. And I am sitting here physically unwell, watching him sabotage his own support system. Wait, did I hear a siren outside? Honestly, it's probably the fashion police coming to arrest whoever approved that tie Jack was wearing earlier, but whatever, I digress. My grip on reality is slipping. Between Nikki blindly walking into Victor's financial death trap, disguised as a romantic reunion, Matt Clark terrorizing Noah and Sienna while Victor looks the other way, and Devon aggressively pushing his family away, I am emotionally exhausted. This show has become my entire personality, and I am not okay. I am sending a manic voice note to the group chat right after this because I need to scream about this for another 3 hours, manifesting that someone finally knocks some sense into Nikki before she loses all her shares, and praying that Noah gets a restraining order against Matt. Genuinely, send help. Let's just circle back to the absolute delusion of Nikki and Victor for one more second, because I cannot let it go. They literally stood there and declared that the past should be left in the past. I am straight up cackling like a supervillain in my living room. The past? Victor's past is literally yesterday. He is actively, in real time, destroying lives, and Nikki is just batting her eyelashes and accepting his forgiveness. The patriarchal audacity of this man to act like he is the one bestowing grace upon her is genuinely making my blood boil. I am so invested in this train wreck that I might need to call out of work tomorrow. I am physically vibrating. The stakes have never been higher. The betrayal has never been deeper. And my sanity has never been lower. I love you guys. Stay messy. Keep spiraling with me. and I will see you in the next update